Good evening, everyone. I just want to hop on real quick and talk about the new Mario Kart. Just speculate, ramble, and shoot the shit to see what I hope and I think will be in the new Mario Kart. Gimmicks, characters, tracks, battle courses, single player that might be fleshed out, and online components. That's something I forgot to write down in my notes. I write notes now because I'm trying to be a little bit more organized. So, I think first things first is I do believe Mario Kart 9X whatever is an amazing launch title for the Nintendo Switch. As you guys are probably aware, that's the best selling game on the Switch 1, despite being a Wii U port, mixed in with a shit ton of DLC stuffed in there. In the Switch 2 first look trailer, we got to see small snippets of the new Mario Kart. We saw like how the revamped character designs, aesthetic, a new course, kind of looks like Radiator Springs from Cars. Who knows, Cars might make it into the new Mario Kart before Kirby does. But we'll see. Maybe Cars, Lightning McQueen as a car. But one of the most telling things that gives us, I guess, something to speculate on was that, well, two things. First, that there was 24 starting lines at the end part of the clip, and also there was like some mysterious, some people were calling it like a gasoline tank on the right side underneath the Yoshi Burger Cafe. Some people are speculating that the new gimmick will be like pit stops or whatever, but I'm getting ahead of myself right now. I have kind of like bullet points of what I want to go over and then ramble on about. Either way, pretty excited. New Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I 3-starred all the courses before all the DLC came out. But yeah, so first thing on the docket is characters. Like I just mentioned, the new gimmick, well, one of the new gimmicks at least, will be that there are 24 characters per track at the same time. So if there are going to be 24 characters, there has to be a shit ton of characters in order for not to be that much overlap. We can't be seeing like 5 Marios on the same track at once. I'm kind of piggybacking off of Nintendo Life's video. They did a 3-way discussion between their staff members. It was pretty well done. They were shooting the shit and all that. But I digress. So they listed all the characters that they got to see. They were pretty standard for Mario Kart. Even, I guess you could say, even more standard for Mario franchise as a whole. So like Mario, you got your Mario, Luigi, DK, Peach, Daisy, Wario, Waluigi, Rosalina. She's like a main staple since like a good minute now. 5 babies: Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, Baby Peach, Baby Daisy, Baby Rosaline. No, there was no Baby Rosaline. Like I mentioned, there was a revamp on the character styles. Mario Wonder, he has more like a rounder, chubbier face, similar to his Mario Wonder design. As well as DK, he has like a full revamp of his design, similar to his movie version, but also kind of meshed with his classic look on the NES. But I can take it or leave it. I'll be honest, I prefer the older, newer design, I guess you could say, the rare version, the rare version of DK. That's because that's what I grew up with and that's what I know. But I can get behind the new design. Hopefully there's like an alternative skin for the rare design, but we'll see. So yeah, there's gonna be a shit ton of characters on the track at the same time. So hopefully that means there'll be a shit ton of characters on the roster in day one. What characters do I think will be on the day one roster for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Off of the top of my head, Koopa Troopa, Nabbit, Kamek, And these are characters I'm naming that I didn't see in the trailer. Diddy Kong, that's another one. King Bomb, he was in Golf Rush, Mario Golf Star Rush, or whatever the fuck it's called. That'd be cool to see a chain chomp behind a cart. There's actually like a number of characters. You can go down. Boom Boom. You could say fucking Dry Bowser. There's like this has been, Mario has been a franchise, and I think it's a 35th anniversary of the Mario franchise, Mario as a whole. So maybe they might do something with that. That'd be cool if in order to fill out those that need of a shit ton more characters, they can do alternative skins like they did in Mario Kart Tour, and as well as for certain characters in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, where Shy Guy and Yoshi did get alternative skins. I just hope, I would prefer like the character roster screen to look a lot more cleaner. I don't want to see like a whole row of babies and then a whole row of Koopalings. And I don't mind seeing all the Koopalings there, just like not on the character select screen. Speaking of that, we didn't see any of the Koopalings in the trailer, but I do believe that we will see them in the game in the future, like at a later trailer or whatever. Some more. Oh, EGAD. I hope we see him. Sorry, I interrupted myself. But more obscure-ish Mario characters that I would like to see that weren't on the trailer would be, I guess I can bring back Queen. Oh, that. I know, Ramble. But I do think that we might get like a Smash Bros. Ultimate type of deal where we bring back all the characters from all the Mario Karts, like Queen Bee, Rob, DK Jr. from Super Mario Kart. Just bring them all. We kind of need all the help we can get in filling out this roster anyways. So that'd be a good idea. So alternate skins instead of repeat characters. Like you'll see Mario and then like you can press Y and it'll change them to Tanuki Mario or Fire Mario or fucking Cat Mario or I don't know, but I just don't want to see a whole row of that. You can make them all the same weight class. Speaking of which, this might kind of, I didn't write this down either, but what do I think about the carts themselves? Do I believe that there will be customizations similar to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? No. I believe that we'll have different carts like in Mario Kart DS or 7. No, I'm sorry, not 7. 7 had a customization. I don't believe there won't be any cart customization, but there will be different carts per character that you can. There'll be a lot of overlap, at least towards when you start unlocking everything. In the beginning, everybody will have their standard cart, and then like a cart that's specific to their character type. Like DK will have a go-kart, and then his alt cart will be like a barrel or whatever. Oh, speaking of characters, sorry, going back to the previous topic, Petey Piranha and Piranha Plant. Hopefully, those are other characters I've been in. Well, not so much Piranha Plant, but yeah. So moving on to tracks. So I'm not too sure if the 24 characters is mode specific or that's like the standard of the overall game, where like every game mode has 24 characters, whether it's CPUs or when you play online with 24 other people or 23 other people. But if it's, let's say for right now, that's just a standard. Like in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the standard was 12 characters. You always, whether it's battle mode, online, racing, we're gonna say for right now that the that's just the new standard, 24 characters. So when it comes to tracks, there will be a but. One of the new tracks, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, was that Radiator Springs-esque track. It looked a lot more wider. I'm guessing that way to give the drivers more of a chance to like cut each other off and all that stuff. And it kind of went off. Well, this could just be the trailer, but it looked like it just kept going, and there was no end to it. So maybe it's like it could just be like Big Blue. That one specific track could be like Big Blue, where it's just one big ass track, one big ass lap, I mean. But I digress. So yeah, we got one confirmed map track, Radiator Springs, which we've all been coining it right now, as of right now. What would it be a good Mario Universe track that you could make 24 characters out of? Well, obviously we're gonna have a Rainbow Road and a Bowser's Castle. Those are two Mario Kart staples that we'll see. There might be, like, on the Rainbow Road, there will be like extra narrow parts, which will make it more chaotic to try to like pass each other up. It's already hard enough to squeak by when there's like 3 people next to you, like shoving each other, throwing items and shit. But that'll be cool to see how they get around that. But I don't think there'll be much. We won't notice it much, because back in the N64 days, we only had 8 characters per race. Then we had 12. Now it's a pretty big jump from 12 to 24 compared to 8 to 12. But I'm sure we'll get used to it. Something I didn't write out was I wonder how the points are going to be distributed. Because say for example you get first place and you fuck up really bad on the last one, there's almost little to no way to win first place overall in the Grand Prix. Because even if you get, like, say second, third, and then first, and then you get almost dead last, then you get second, then you get first, the person who maintained the top 3 spots, wouldn't they have more points? Because the point gap goes from 12 points first place to 0 points last place. But then in this case, it's gonna be 24 points first place and then 0 points last place. I'm just pulling numbers out of my ass, but it's gonna be harder to make a comeback. I don't know how they're gonna implement the point distribution per game, but we'll see. Other IPs. So this kind of ties back to my first overarching topic, which was characters. Who would I like to see? I do believe, like I mentioned, this kind of ties back to time back. We will see returning. I think we will see returning IPs such as Link, Splatoon, Animal Crossing. Will they have their own tracks in this new Mario Kart as well? Not sure. Most likely, one per franchise. And going based off of new characters from different IPs in this new Mario Kart game, I'm really hoping for Kirby. They kind of teased it in Smash Brothers when Kirby was driving on Rainbow Road in that one trailer. I forgot what it was, but yeah, ever since then that was my go-to. And then obviously his car is going to be a Warp Star. And then a track for Kirby. Well, the basic pick would be to make a Green Greens racetrack off of Kirby. But if I were to pick, it'd be cool to see the Halberd, similar to Daisy's Cruise. Kind of drive on and around the deck, into the cabins and shit, looping around. That would be pretty cool. Or DDD's Castle. It could be like a different take on castle levels, such as Bowser's Castle. That'd be pretty cool too. Yeah, and then another IP I want to see represented in Mario Kart will be. Oh yeah, so we have another returning representative. We have his kart. We have his 2 tracks, which is weird. We haven't actually gotten the actual character. Is Captain Falcon from F-Zero. Do I think his tracks are gonna return? Hopefully, but I wouldn't put money on it. But if his kart and tracks come back for some reason, it'll be weird that if they don't add himself as well in the new Mario Kart game. So yeah, next up, Pokemon Pikachu, obviously representing the franchise. Hopefully, for his kart, it could be like a Pokeball, like it'll be the ball. I don't have a ball on me, I guess. See this powder. This is this pre-workout. So this is the ball. This is more spherical. Pikachu will be inside, like sticking half his body out, kind of like driving. And then I know this is just like fantasizing, but you can change the color of the cart. So like you can go from Pokeball to a Great Ball to an Ultra Ball to a Master Ball. But that's not gonna happen. But that'll be pretty cool. As for a racetrack for a Pokemon, that'd be cool if like Kanto was the racetrack. Like, and it's one of those one big ass lap racetracks where you kind of take Red's journey through all of Kanto, but like one big ass lap. You start in Pallet Down, you go through Route 1, you hit Vermilion City, you go through Route 2, and then it's Mount Moon, I believe, and then Viridian Forest, Viridian City, and then Viridian Forest, and then it's Pewter City, then it's Mount Moon. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. That'll be pretty cool. Like that's the track or whatever. Just one big ass lap around Kanto. You go underwater at some point. As you can tell, I have a caffeine addiction. If I stopped drinking, my heart would stop. So yeah, new IPs. That's another thing. Old tracks. I do think we will get old tracks, but similar to how they changed up some of the older tracks to match the current Mario Kart game. Like for example, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, some of the Mario Kart Tour tracks, like they revamped them in order to modernize them. I have a better example would be all the SNES tracks that they modernized to revamp them to match the modern era of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at the time. They could easily do that to some of the Mario Kart tracks over the years, like just make them wider. That's all you gotta do, just make them wider. And then you don't buy much. If people complain, then tell titties. But yeah, 24 kart race mode, double dash. If you have a fuck ton of characters, why not have like a separate game mode, double dash mode? That'd be pretty cool. Bring back double dash for us millennials. I'd be really grateful. Unlock some memories for me. Bring back my childhood. Drip feed me nostalgia, please. Gimmicks. So the 24 character, I don't know if I would call that a gimmick. I think that's just gonna be a standard across all modes and across not time trial. You drive against a ghost, but yeah, gimmick. There might be, like, people mentioned that one item that they potentially saw was like a gasoline tank. You might have to fuel up at a pit stop. That seems pretty inconvenient. Unless you just have to pass by through, like you don't have to stop at all. It's like passing through an item block. If there is a gimmick, yeah, I think that item that people saw was more so like just like a booster, like a nitro, kind of like a mushroom, but that you can like hold on to. Well, mushrooms you can hold on to, obviously. I don't know what that item could be. But a gimmick could be. Oh, speaking of gimmicks, I don't think they're gonna bring back anti-gravity. Just like how Mario Kart Double Dash. Well, there have been gimmicks that have been brought across the Mario Kart franchise, like the gliders going underwater briefly. But like for example, they never brought back Double Dash mode, which wasn't a mode. It was just like a thing that you did in Mario Kart Double Dash. But I don't think Zero Gravity's coming back. Unfortunately, that even though that gives the developers more freedom and creativity to create tracks. But for new gimmicks, quién sabe. What would I like to see that would be a gimmick? Like something like similar to Sonic Team Racing, where the transformed, where the car well, we already kind of have that, where like once you go underwater, you like pop out a propeller in your exhaust pipe, and that pushes you forward, or the glider that pops out the top of your cart, that kind of quote unquote transforms your car. So we don't need that. I mean, if this is just a shot in the dark, in Radiator Springs, that open space could also be space for airplanes, similar to Diddy Kong Racing. Yeah, this is what I wish for. Take everything you saw in Diddy Kong Racing, gameplay, mechanic, and other aspects I'll talk about later, and just copy and paste it onto the new Mario Kart, and I'm happy. But yeah, I don't know. For items, you got your mushrooms, your red mushrooms, your golden mushrooms, your green shells, red shells, triple green and red shells, blue shells, lightning bolts, bananas, triple bananas. Do I think there will be character specific items? I hope so. That would be pretty cool. And then in Mario Kart 7, you had the 7 item, where like it would rotate a bunch of 7 items. I don't think there will be like a 9 item, but and then coins. It increases your top speed by a little bit. I think they'll bring that back too. I do like the character specific items. They were all pretty cool. Oh, and bullet bills. That was another item. I know I'm interrupting myself, but what items would I like to see? Maybe like a warp pipe, where you swap places with somebody in front of you. That'd be pretty cool. Like if you're in last place and you, like it randomly chooses whoever's in front of you. So like say for example you are in 8th place, it will choose anybody between 1st and 7th at random to trade places with you. Or like if you're in 24th place, then anybody from 1st to 23rd is fair game. Imagine sending somebody all the way to 24th and you automatically becoming 1st. That'd be an upset. What about items from like other IPs? Like for Kirby, his Star Rod. You can kind of shoot like projectiles that only go forward, and then maybe bounce off of walls like Mario's fireballs. Link's sword. Like you get near somebody, like you hit them. Oh, the boomerang flower. Oh, and that could be a gimmick. the Wonder Flower from Mario Wonder. Oh, no, actually, no, that could be an item. No, that's more of a gimmick, because the Wonder Flower changes like the environment. How are you gonna do that momentarily or briefly? Maybe the courses change. That could be a gimmick where the courses change throughout the duration of the race. But what other items could be pretty cool to see? Elephant Mario, the elephant apple thing, makes you big. It works similar to the Super Orange Big Mario, Super Orange Big Mushroom from like New Super Mario Brothers, where like you just run people over. Or we can just have Elephant Mario as an alternative skin for Mario, different weight class. So what the biggest thing I want to talk about is single player experience. Yeah, once you beat all the courses and you don't have any friends, there's not much you can do. There's only so many times you can curve stomp computers until it gets boring. I really hope that they bring back the mission mode that they had in Mario Kart DS, and yeah, that was a good time, and it added a little bit extra content for us lonely people. Well, let me get to this part first. I really hope there's like a hub world similar to Diddy Kong Racing. I know it's unnecessary, or like Crash Team Racing. Either or, it adds a little, I guess, flair to it. Or I just really like hub worlds. Like, I recently started playing Sonic Advance Battle 2 for the first time, and I beat Sonic Adventure DX a long ass time ago, and then I kept beating levels on Sonic Adventure Battle 2. I'm like, when am I gonna hit the hub world? And I googled it, and apparently there's no hub world. There's just the Chow Garden, which I'm cool with the Chow Garden, but I'm like, this kind of takes away from the experience. I'm like, this could really use a hub world. But yeah, I hope there's a hub world similar to Diddy Kong Racing, Crash Team Racing, and this new Mario Kart. Maybe that Radiator Springs will be that new hub world where, like, yeah, you're racing on it. It'll be a racetrack and a hub world. I'm down for that. Less effort. You can just copy and paste shit, assets and whatnot. Boss races would be cool. Imagine having to race against like, I don't know, like the Triceratops in Mario Wonder. They did it in Diddy Kong Racing like 20 years ago. No, they did that shit like 25 years ago in Diddy Kong Racing. What are you doing, Mario? Or racing a chain chomp, or I don't know. Or like yeah, boss races would be cool. And then online mode. Make it more seamless, being able to play with your friends, and this isn't really a Mario Kart issue specifically, but more so just a Nintendo internet infrastructure problem. Make it less shitty. If you're gonna ask people for money to pay for your online subscription, make it less shitty. Make it so we can play with other people without like too much lag, or hopefully no lag at all. Yeah, bring back similar to like gamer tags. Bring back usernames. Yeah, those are, I guess, all my thoughts and prayers for the new Mario Kart. I'm gonna play the shit out of it. I'm gonna love it, like I have all the Mario Karts. I started my Mario Kart journey on the N64. Fond memories. Then Mario Kart Double Dash, then Mario Kart Wii, Mario Kart 8, then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which I beat the shit out of. But yeah, out of everything, I just hope for more single player content. And I am dumb because I'm looking at. See, this is why I have notes. Because something I skipped over was battle mode. I hope they bring back all the battle modes: the shine sprites, the coin battle, the regular balloon battle, bomb on battles, renegade roundup. That was a wonderful new addition to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But the difference for balloon battle, I know that you respawn and it's like a point system, but I hope like you can change the options where it makes it like not Mario Kart 64, where like it's an elimination. Once you're dead, but you come back once as a bomb on wheels, and you can like fuck with someone or get your revenge or help a buddy out. That'd be pretty cool. I hope they bring back all the tracks. The more the merrier. From DS to 3DS to N64. Playing on Skyscraper. Forgot the name. Big Skyscraper. And then the Donut one. And then Block Battle Fort. It's been a while. What's the other one? That's only 3. The Donut, the Skyscraper, Battle Block Fort. I'm gonna kick myself if I don't remember. But yeah. Bring back all the battle modes. Yeah, bring back all the battle modes. Bring back all the battle maps. I hope they don't do what they did in the original Mario Kart 8, and where they just take a chunk of a regular racetrack and just here's your battle track. It's not a fucking battle track. You know how I know they know that's not a battle track? Because they fixed it in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe version, where not only did they delete all those non-battle mode tracks, but they created new ones. So yeah. Oh yes, speaking of battle tracks, see, I'm thinking right now, but speaking of tying back to the new out Nintendo IPs like Kirby, Pokemon, blah 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 blah, I hope they bring City Trial into the big ass map from Kirby Air Ride. I hope that becomes a battle mode map in fucking, I can't think right now, in balloon battle mode, or what, just battle mode in general. Bring City Trial. That's my, besides the mission mode and Diddy Kong Racing Hub World, City Trial as a battle map. That would be pretty fucking awesome. And yeah. Now those are my thoughts on the new Mario Kart. As to when it's gonna release, day 1. As to what? I mean, we already know it exists. Like this is just me shooting the shit. If you made it this far into, yeah, I've talked a lot. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, please. I'm trying to grow this channel to at least 100 subscribers by June. We'll see if I hit that goal. If you like me rambling on video games, anime, yeah, I'm gonna stick to video game and anime, I think, for the most part. We'll see how that goes, but thank you all for watching and have a nice night. Bye.